No, okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about disturbing live TV moments.
I
Before I
feel
start
like
this
I'll know
video, I
most
do
of
want to
these.
say we are covering very sensitive and mature topics. I know a lot of my videos, it's mainly most of them, but this one, there is a lot of more mature topics. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, just wanted to say that as a quick warning before the video starts. And like I said, we're going to be talking about disturbing live TV moments. Pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing really more to say. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video.
I don't
Christine
think
Chabuk.
I only saw like two of them in the thing before with Lee Harvey Oswald. I can't imagine he'd bring up the like live suicides one. Right? That'd be crazy. I know I'm watching the Boomy game up here right now. We'll see though, I guess.
On July 16th, the Herald Tribune reported on what it termed as the, quote, first time a has been telecast.
Well,
The
that was
story in
quick.
question was about Christine Chabuk,
Never mind,
a then
immediately into
29-year-old
one of them.
American news reporter working for WXLT
Well.
TV, later known as WWSB, an affiliate of ABC News. She hosted a talk show about community affairs in Sarasota, Florida, titled Suncoast Digest. Her show ran for 30 minutes starting from 9 a.m. On July 15th, 1974, as she came into the studio, the news director, Gordon Galbraith, said she was in a, quote, better mood than any of the other times when she came in. However, contrary to her usual practice, she asked to read a short newscast, and even more strange, she asked her technical director, Linford Rickard, if he can record.
Her story's
the
crazy.
segment,
I don't know
being on
this
live
one, I don't
TV, of
think.
course. Back in the 1970s, as confirmed by Rolling Stone, local TV programs in Sarasota, Florida would not be recorded for posterity. Rickard said he didn't think too much about the strange request. In her newscast, she read through 3 news items before introducing a clip from a shooting that had taken
Boomy just
place
won,
at
let's
a local
go.
restaurant, Beef
That's
and Bottle.
huge.
The clip, however, refused to play as planned, at which point she looked at the camera and said, "In keeping with Channel 40's policy of bringing you the latest in blood and guts and in living color, bring you another first attempted." She pulled out a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson and shot herself in the head just behind the right ear. Immediately, she slumped forward and struck her head on the news desk and then fell to the floor. The director, Rickard, faded the screen to black and then played a full movie after a short PSA. A bit of mayhem ensued as some viewers tried to call in to check if the shooting was real, while some people called the police. It was estimated that a few hundred people were watching when the incident happened. Chabuk died a few hours later in the hospital, where she had been rushed after the incident. A natural question following this case is why? Why did she choose to end her life, especially in such a gruesome way? Well, in the words of Simmons, the station's director, quote, "The crux of the situation was that she was a 29-year-old girl who wanted to be married and who wasn't," end quote. It was a known fact that Chabuk had a problem with maintaining intimate relationships, and this had led her to depression.
Holy shit.
She had a habit of self-deprecation.
That's not even
for being,
old.
quote, dateless. One incident showcasing this was when she baked a cake for a colleague, George Peter Ryan, for his birthday. She was trying to get his romantic attention, only to find out he was involved with a different colleague, sports reporter Andrea Kirby. Her coworker said Chabuk was, quote, brusque and defensive whenever anyone tried to be friendly with her. An interesting fact about her death is that among the scripts she was reading as part of the newscast was a note with instructions on how her suicide should be reported. Simmons, the news director, said part of the script read, "TV 40 news personality Christine Chabuk shot herself in a live broadcast this morning on a Channel 40 talk program. She was rushed to Sarasota Memorial Hospital, where she remains in critical condition." Another fact which explains how she sneaked the gun into the building is that she was a great puppeteer. That morning, she carried a brown bag and 2 puppets and placed them under her desk. They were seen by the technical director, but since they were props, he thought nothing of it. Given that the broadcast
Did they have like
occurred
a
in
little puppet show on this
1974,
channel
it's conceivable,
often?
though extremely unlikely, that this could have been captured on video by a home viewer at the time. At the time, a number of rudimentary VCRs were commercially available, including the U-matic, one of the earliest home recorders. Yet having one in a household in 1974 was extremely unlikely due to its high price. The video is regarded being extremely difficult to obtain unless some other proof comes about, which means someone else recorded it.
I mean, it's not exactly like a collector's item. Like, you're not gonna find that tape like it's something out of, you know, The Ring or something. Like, there's just no way. Especially not for like a fucking Sarasota news channel. There's no way anyone had that device, the U-matic or whatever. And what's up, Io? And was watching at the time. So the only way you'd get that is from like the actual station. Io, what's up? Io, come here. Come here. Io. You can hear her out there. Thanks, Arisa, Big Boy, and Hippo, and Ginger. There's audio of it, like confirmed real audio. Haven't you guys talked about this on the podcast? No. The one we talked about on the podcast was a very different situation. It was a news story where I can't remember if it was the host or the person they were interviewing pulled out a shotgun and blew their fucking brains out. It was terrible. It was a politician with a handgun. Nope. That's a different one. Another one that was also broadcast is there was a pedophile who had molested some guy's child. He was like a karate instructor. He kidnapped the kid, molested the kid. He finally got caught. He was standing trial. And as he was walking back, the dad pretended to be on a payphone, turned around with a revolver, shot him. Blasted him. And then the dad got off with no charges. Beautiful. That was an absolutely fucking wild video with a happy ending. That one's still iconic. Yep, why, Gary, why? Everyone was so calm about it too. Like after he shot, the guy like that went up to him. He's like, "Why, Gary? Why?" Io, come here. Right, hold on, let me go get Io real quick. What's going on? What's up? Alright, I'm back. She just wanted some pets. She didn't want to come in. Thanks for some nodes.
Many people claim to have seen the video from places other than the initial live broadcast, such as early websites, FBI training DVDs, and Mondo movies like Faces of Death.
She did want to come
Although
up.
given
Hello,
the
Io.
circumstances, this seems implausible. The tape is still in Molly Nelson's possession, the widow of the former WXLT TV owner, according to a June 8, 2016 report by Vulture. For reasons he never revealed, her husband maintained a copy of the tape, which was given to her upon his passing. She felt uneasy when she started receiving demands to see it after this was made public. She claims that she gave the tape to a sizable law firm for safekeeping and that she has no plans to ever let anyone view it. She also claims that she only kept the tape because she wanted to commemorate her late husband. Lee Harvey Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald is a name known by many because it's associated with the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Oswald is alleged to have made the deadly shot on November 22, 1963 in Dallas, Texas, as President Kennedy rode in his open car motorcade.
Whoa,
The 24-year-old was...
Hold on. No, you can't go eat those wires. Just hang out in the cat tree. It's made for cats. Oh, Jesus, what? Oh, Jesus Christ. I know, I was great. No. Sometimes she just gets in a wire chewing mood though, which is a little rough. Thanks the Bits Thunder. You ever hear of Kin McElroy? No, I've never heard that story at all. Yep, I did watch the Boomy set. Was that the last one of the night?
set for trial on November 24th, 1963, but was shot.
Because the stream's down now.
His case then became full of speculation, with some believing that he indeed shot the president, while
it
others
was?
argued
Okay.
otherwise.
Yeah, I got to watch
Evidence
it then.
in support of his conviction
I thought there
was
was
that
still
on
one
the day
more.
of the assassination, he had been seen on the 6th floor of the work
Makes
building
you
with an
creepy.
assault rifle. He was seen.
Boomy
leaving
wasn't
the scene of the
trolling, he was
shooting
just
when
having
a police
fun.
officer, J.D. Tippett, confronted him some distance away from the shooting. This was still less than an hour after the shooting. He's alleged to have shot the police officer and fled. On the other hand, evidence against his conviction is, for example, the conclusion by the House of Representatives Assassination Committee in 1979 that another shooter might have been involved in the assassination.
What's up? Oh, Jesus. What are you doing? Yeah, he was laughing mid-set because he's having fun. That's what gaming is all about. Though he absolutely cracked the fuck up on, like, I think it was game 4 after it ended. I don't know why, but something in game 4 about the way he lost his last stock really had him cackling. Have you seen the video of the veteran who shotgun blasted himself on live stream? That's exactly what I was mentioning, right? That's the guy who brought out the shotgun while they were interviewing him and blew his brains out. Thanks, resub HXS, Nameless, Demon, Creepy, Nibits, Kappa.
30 minutes after the officer was shot, Oswald was arrested at the Texas Theater in the Dallas suburb of Oak Cliff. He was formally arrested the next day, November 23rd, for the numbers of President Kennedy.
Oh, he's talking about
and
Ronnie
Officer
McNutt.
Tippett.
Oh.
A day later, on November 24th, Oswald was taken to the Dallas police
That was
headquarters,
another fucking awful
held
one.
in the basement, while in transit to the more secure county jail. During his departure from the police headquarters, given his case had the attention of the whole nation, there was a crowd with live TV cameras and a lot of people recording. Suddenly, a man, Jack Ruby, emerged from the crowd and shot him. Ruby, originally named Jacob Rubenstein, fired from a .38 Colt Cobra revolver at a close range, and thus Oswald was fatally wounded. In the clip from the incident, Oswald is seen being escorted out of the police station while guarded by 2 individuals.
Does he? He doesn't show the whole thing, does he? I hope not. Hold on, I'm just gonna play it safe.
And in a split second, Ruby jumps in front of them from the crowd and immediately fires the gun. A reporter, Tom Pettit from NBC, is heard saying, "He's been shot. He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot." The entire scene is disturbing to
nice.
watch, and thus is unimaginable that it actually aired on live TV. Notably, Ruby's actions led to more conspiracies regarding the assassination. For example, he's said to have a relationship with several Dallas police and often did favors for them in exchange for leniency and the way they scrutinized his strip joints and dance halls, so there was speculation that he might have killed Oswald to prevent him from revealing a larger conspiracy. None of these claims were verified, and the official report from the Warren Commission in 1964 concluded that neither Oswald nor Ruby were part of any larger conspiracy. Initially, Ruby was charged with malice of murder and sentenced to death.
It has been
The defense
confirmed to
was
be the
that
CIA though,
Kennedy's
right?
murder had brought him grief to the point of insanity.
They just released
and
all
so
those
he decided
documents
to
like
kill
last year.
Oswald. However, in
Not even a year
1966,
ago.
his conviction was reversed by the Texas Court of Appeals on grounds that he could not have been tried fairly, and also cited wrongful admission of testimony. As he waited his new trial, he passed away due to lung cancer in January 1967 in a local Dallas hospital. Rodney Alcala. The story of
documents
Rodney
were released.
Alcala is
Yep.
pretty wild because
We
it
talked
raises
about that on stream. That's what I said. So the documents came out. It all but confirmed the CIA was behind the assassination of Kennedy, and nobody said a word. That shit was crazy. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not fair to say they were behind it. More so, we'll tiptoe around it a bit. More so, allowed, and maybe even, gave a little nod. But yeah, that was wild. People had wanted those documents to release for a long time. They finally did it, confirmed what everyone had suspected for a long time, and nobody said shit. I did not know this. Do I believe you? You can look it up. I pulled them up on stream. The documents went public. That's why I'm talking about it. Here, let me... Where do you find them again? Here, the 2022 JFK assassination records from the archives.gov, I believe, has all of them available to download now. Yep. The 2022, December 15th, 2022, they all went public. Thanks, resub spaghetti. Joking, right? Has to be fake. Why would the CIA want to do that? Zero logic there. I can't remember all of it now, but I think it was something to do with JFK at the time launched an investigation into the CIA itself, right? Something like that. I can't remember now. The fuck was it? Was it? I think it was something that he launched an investigation into the CIA. Yeah, and then threatened to dismantle it. Okay, so that is what it was? Okay. Easy resub, Coco.
The question, how did a serial killer end up on a live TV dating game? To
This one's also
understand why
very
his
well
TV
known.
appearance was disturbing, we first have to go through his background. Before his TV appearance, Alcala was suspected to have murdered at least 4 people. This is considered a conservative number by some because other accounts place his total murders at about 130, a combined number for before and after the live TV appearance. His childhood background is a little hidden, but
He
it's
wanted to
known
cut the
that he was
CIA
born in
budget
San
by
Antonio,
20%,
Texas
not
in
dissolve it.
1943.
Like I said, I'm
He moved with his
foggy on
family
the
to
details. I
Mexico
just
when
know
he
it was
was
something
8
with the
years old,
CIA
and
he
then
wanted
3
to
years later, he
investigate and
moved with his
change.
mother back to suburban Los Angeles. His father had abandoned them after just 3 years in Mexico. He then joined the army as a clerk at age 17, but was medically discharged. He had a nervous breakdown and was dismissed on mental health grounds. Also, he was brilliant with an IQ of 135 and even managed to attend UCLA and later New York University studying film. In 1969, age 25, Alcala attempted his first kill. The victim was Tali Shapiro, an 8-year-old girl he lured into his apartment in Hollywood. The The incident happened on September 25th in 1969 when Shapiro, then a second grader,
Thanks,
was
Scotty.
walking along Hollywood Sunset Boulevard and accepted a ride from Alcala, who lied about knowing her parents. A good Samaritan who saw the abduction followed Alcala to his apartment and then called the police. Officers came and tried to get Alcala to open up unsuccessfully, so they busted down the door and found Shapiro on the floor with severe injuries. Alcala had escaped via the back door. This was the first time Alcala showcased his killing signature: beating, biting, and strangling. His escape led him to New York, where he picked an alias, John Berger, and joined film school. Surprisingly, he studied under Roman Polanski, a renowned film producer, director,
God, that sounds
screenwriter,
about